13 News Now, breaking news now.
And that breaking news out of Norfolk this afternoon, a judge denied bond for Navy Reservist David Varela this morning. He's accused of killing his wife, Lena Guerra, and stuffing her body in the couple's freezer before fleeing the country. And we do want to warn you, some of the details in this story may be upsetting. Derek Lytle was in court and joins us live. Derek, there were some really disturbing new details shared at today's hearing.
Yeah, that's right. Now, the prosecution, in response to David Varela's request for bond, detailed the disturbing ways they allege that Varela killed his wife, Lena Guerra. Now, some of those new details we're finding out in court this morning. They say that Varela saran wrapped his wife's head multiple times before stuffing her in the kitchen freezer of the unit they shared here at the Icon building here in Norfolk. They say more than likely she was alive at the time that this happened when he did so. Now, I want to backtrack to the start of the court appearance today, where Varela's lawyer requested bond, saying that he had no criminal record before these allegations and that he wanted to visit his mother in Florida. Now, the prosecution then countered that by saying, well, he rented a car and then drove to New York, where he took a flight to Hong Kong, and they allege he fled the country. Now, the judge took all of this into account, and then she chuckled by saying, she said the words that he is also a risk to the community right now currently, and he's a risk of flight still, and then she denied bond in this case. Now, I did just catch up with Norfolk Commonwealth's attorney Ramin Fadahi, who says while the gruesome details are often disturbing and very challenging for the families of these victims to go through, they're often necessary, unfortunately, to prove the details of a case when they're in court.
To hear the clinical level of detail that somebody's loved one has gone through is awful for families. It's necessary because we have to prove our elements, but that is why we have victim advocates. That's why my lawyers and I treat victims' families with empathy.
Now, I'll be diving into a lot more details in this case and what happened this morning coming up on 13 News. I did reach out to the staff at the jail where Varela is being held for an interview today to sit down with David Varela, and I've yet to hear back on his response as if he will do so. I'm live in Norfolk, Derek Lytle, 13 News Now.
All right, Derek, thank you for your reporting on this. Of course, this is something that we will continue to follow. Stay with us here at 13 News Now for updates.